Hello viewers and welcome to News TV. I am Makanaka Masenyama. Stories making the headlines. Themba Mliswa says MDC and Zanu PF MPs hide behind for pricks. Mupfumira finally granted $5,000 bail. In business, Nyaradzo Life Assurance Company bemoans high operating cost, calls for interventions. In sports, Manucci survives overweight scar ahead of WBF title fight. News in detail. Outspoken independent Norton MP Themba Mliswa has made sensational claims that legislators from both the ruling Zanu PF party and opposition MDC want perks but are scared to jeopardize their political careers. Instead, they approach him to push for the agenda for the demand of such trinkets as cars, stands, as well as allowances. Mliswa was speaking at the Hub and Conference during the opening platform of Shoko Festival in Harare Friday. His statements come barely a week after some 290 parliamentary vehicles were delivered for the MPs at Croco Motors in Harare. This is despite public criticism that the expenditure of about $410 million is unnecessary. In July, Mliswa threatened to sue President Emmerson Mnangagwa over failure of Parliament to give them perks, which it had promised them, including residential stands. Mliswa was the most vocal in demanding vehicles and diplomatic passports from government, with MDC and ZANU-PF legislators both hesitant on issues to do with these benefits, arguing that 4x4 vehicles will make their work much easier as they will be able to access far-flung areas in their constituencies. The opposition MDC will proceed with its planned 20th celebrations. Despite it being the second time this month, the program has clashed with former President Robert Mugabe's funeral proceedings. The celebrations will be at Rufaro Stadium on Saturday, the day that former President Robert Mugabe will be laid to rest in Jimba. Addressing journalists at a press conference Friday, Party Deputy Spokesperson Luke Tamborinyoka said that all is set for the bash.
All roads lead to Rufaro Stadium tomorrow, and all is set for the party's big birthday bash tomorrow.
Tamborinyoka also dismissed the claims by Party Deputy National Chair Job Sikala that Chamisa was going to preside over Mugabe burial in Jimba.
It's a rumor. It will stay just as a rumor.
2 weeks ago, party leader Chamisa was criticized after he cancelled the celebrations, arguing the party needed to respect Mugabe and allow Zimbabweans to mourn the country's founding leader. Mugabe died early this month in Singapore and has not been buried over 3 weeks later. Former Tourism Minister Priska Mfumira, who is facing several charges related to corruption, has finally been freed on $5,000 bail by a High Court judge, Emi Tsanga, after spending 2 months in remand prison. The ruling comes after 3 failed attempts for freedom. The ex-minister is accused of swindling the National Social Security Authority of $95 million during her time as public service minister. In her latest appeal, she complained through her lawyer advocate Tabani Mpofu that it was unfair for the state to keep her behind bars indefinitely considering her age. Mfumira will be back in court on October 4 awaiting trial. In business, Nyaradzo Life Funeral Assurance Company has bemoaned increasing business operating costs, which cannot be adequately cushioned by premium increases as the majority of clients continues to earn very low salaries. In an interview with NewZimbabwe.com, Nyaradzo Chief Executive Philip Mataranyika singled out high fuel costs and foreign currency exchange rates as major impediments to the smooth flow of business. Nyaradzo's clients have raised concerns over the company's recent move to increase premiums with effect from October 1, 2019, whereupon charges will be ranging between $55.92 to $78 per individual for policies which include Silver Plus, Gold Plus, Diamond Plus, and Platinum Plus. The Nyaradzo Group policy known as six-pack will be ranging from $323 to $455 depending on the coffin types. Mataranyika called on government authorities to consider availing fuel to funeral assurance companies at reasonable prices like what has been arranged for public transport operator Zupco. We end with sports. Top Zimbabwean boxer Charles Manyuchi suffered a major scar at the weigh-in ahead of World Boxing Federation middleweight bout against Argentine Diego Gallardo, which takes place at the Harare International Conference Center on Saturday evening. Manyuchi appeared to have blown a golden opportunity to challenge for the world title after weighing over 72.9 kilograms against the middleweight limit of 72.580 kilos during the fight's weigh-in at a local hotel on Friday morning. While his opponent Gallardo was comfortably within the limit after weighing in at 71.2 kgs, Manyuchi had to shed some excess weight within the time limit in a bid to save the fight. After the setback, Manyuchi, who recently won the Universal Boxing Council and Global Boxing Union Intercontinental Unification title, will be hoping to make history by becoming the first world champion from Zimbabwe when he faces Gallardo. Reporting for newzimbabwe.com, I am Makanaka Masenyama. For this and more stories, visit our website www.newzimbabwe.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Newzim TV.